So, welcome back to part 2 of episode 5. I'm joined by Simon Keogh, General Manager for the UK and Ireland Factory Automation Business Unit. We were talking a little bit earlier around about TIA, and in terms of where we're going with our future offering, what does this look like from a TIA perspective?
There's lots of innovation going on, Mark, and some really exciting stuff actually. And you know, we're all about technology of impact and how that creates value for the customers. You know, I mean, if we looked at our portfolio, you know, we'll be launching the next generation of the S7-1200 hardware. It has a fully compatible instruction set with the S7-1500, so you get that real sort of scalability throughout the range. It has massively enhanced its motion control capabilities as well. And this is where we are starting to see more of that motion intelligence in the PLC platform, and alongside the Dynamics drives offering from our motion control partners. We're also going to be seeing, when version 20 comes out in December, version 20 of Tier Portal, in December, we're going to see a significant performance boost across all of the S7-1500 controllers. With version 4 of the firmware. A little bit techie, this, I appreciate. But importantly, that will also deliver the cybersecurity CRA certification. And this is one for a colleague of ours, Paul Hingley. I just reach out there. This is to meet the IEC 62443, Part 4, Part 2 on hardware security. There you go.
I'll tell you what, you did that without even looking, did you? It's off the top of your memory, that was.
Got the notes here because I'd never remembered that one. But in addition, you know, we're also looking at the Simatic AX, the automation expansion, object-orientated programming. So this is really IT programming for the OT platform. It's based around Visual Studio Code, and you know, it enables individuals to, in effect, program automation solutions without necessarily having that depth of knowledge. So, you know, people that are coming through universities and colleges right now, they're tending to focus on more higher level IT languages, and therefore we've got an environment here that they can program the OT levels. You know, we're starting, we mentioned about open interfaces and more common interfaces. So we've got multi-field buses. We can support Ethernet IP alongside Profinet, of course, and also Modbus. The industrial PC ranges are going to be getting high performance graphic cards. And the reason for that is so that they can manage the requirements of AI-based inspection solutions. So, you know, a large part of AI being introduced into the industrial AI into the manufacturing is going to be end-of-line inspection. That's going to be a significant sort of bottleneck improvement there. But, you know, we're also expanding in all sorts of other areas around our high IP rated IOs, our programming in devices, the new MD57A programming units out. Lots of exciting things in our HMI ranges as well, as we migrate from Comfort to unified solutions as well. So there's an awful lot going on in the portfolio.
Blimey, there is. You don't realise how much is coming down the line, do you? To be fair, until you explained it like that. Wow, that is a lot of new stuff coming on board to us, isn't it, over the next... This is a timescale on this, is there, or is it just imminently?
It's just the immediate kind of product pipeline, if you like. And of course, you know, we're starting to see more and more of those kind of IT functionality coming into the TIA environment.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so... I wouldn't be able to do a podcast without mentioning digitalisation. And we've heard a lot around Siemens Accelerator as an example. But what does this mean for the factory automation offering, and what can customers expect to see?
Yeah, no, I think, we talked about some of those challenges that customers have had that have always been there, around productivity and quality and things like that, and short cycle times. But, we have to look at the challenges that they're faced around, climate change. The industrial sector accounts for about 30% of global greenhouse gas emissions. 40% of global energy is consumed in industrial manufacturing. There's clearly not enough recycling. Only about 13% of waste is recycled. So, there are real challenges around the whole climate change and sustainability. We also, through, we just discussed it around at the very beginning there, we've really seen how some of the global supply chains are really very fragile. So as they expanded and went very, very global, then that has a certain fragility in it in terms of the logistics. And also I think we're seeing new technologies come into play. Such as additive manufacturing. And we're starting to see people returning back to manufacturing for local markets and setting up and the requirement for more local supply chains. So again, another COVID thing, we saw a huge amount of engineering and manufacturing talent retire. A lot of people took the opportunity to retire a little bit earlier than maybe they were thinking about, and that's caused what was already a bit of a skills drain. That's caused even further. So we're looking at how technologies can help with that, and how we can really bring engineering environments into a much more sort of wider audience. We've launched Siemens Accelerator, and that's part of, or it is the open digital business platform, and it's there to help accelerate our customers' digital transformation. And part of that is a sort of the curated portfolio and the ecosystem, which is Industrial Operations X. And Industrial Operations X, that's got the X in.
That's a good start.
So got to be, which is, always there in terms of our digitalization offerings. But this really is looking and focused directly at the entire scope of industrial production and operations. So, this is about how, as we mentioned, speeding up the whole digital transformation. So this is about faster ideation of people to get from product to manufacturing to finished goods. It's about how we get much better interoperation and collaboration between, say, the IT arena and the operational technology area. We're looking at how we can deliver from all of the data that's sat down in the OT level, how we can deliver better insight, so improved operational decision making. And also, of course, it's about how we can try out some new technologies and do it on a small scale, but then get to scale quickly. And so it's about that scalability of solutions as well. So, from factory automation, it's very much focused around Industrial Operations X. A large part of that is of course, our Industrial Edge offering, which now has been out for some time. We are looking at how we bring some of that TIA technology, which traditionally has been in our hardware platforms, and how we bring those into a more IT arena, and then we can apply and enhance them with IT functionality. So if we look at things like WinCC Unified as an app, we have virtualized the S7 1500 controller, as a virtual controller. We're looking to develop in the accelerator marketplace lots of third-party applications as well. And of course, we just mentioned Somatic AX as a programming environment for the higher level programming languages. So, I think all of this is coming together now to deliver what factory automation or the expansion, if you like, of TIA into the digitalization, alongside, of course, things like digital twinning.
Right. So you mentioned what we've just been about. You sort of touched on sustainability. Okay. Now, sustainability is one of the really important challenges the manufacturing sector faces. What are our focus solutions and how do they help our customers?
Yeah, I mean, it's the conversation I think that's happening in every boardroom. And I think the whole topic of sustainability for us, you know, to a certain degree, we can say, well, this has been at the very core of our automation offering. It's how do we make more with less? You know, less energy, less waste, and all of these have a huge impact on the sustainability of an organization. Yeah. But of course, we're also, you know, one of the key things to improving and reducing the CO2 footprints of a manufacturer is to understand what their CO2 footprint is in the first place. Yeah. And then to understand how they can actually reduce that through implementation of technologies and improvements to productivity and production standards and manufacturing methodologies. And I think, you know, we have throughout our energy management suite, we have the ability to visualize and to show and to capture exactly where our customers are using energy and where they can potentially save on the use of energy. And I think we can then help them in terms of improving their efficiency and then, you know, that piece which I guess I'd summarize with absolutely making more with less.
Okay. I think that's great news, that is. As this is for partners, it's a partner podcast. Partners have always been an important part of our strategy. What does this look like going forward?
Yeah, I think in the same way that TIA is right at the heart of what we do, so are our partners. You know, they have been absolutely there. Our distribution partners in terms of obviously providing that local, national stock and logistics, but more than just that, you know, the support, the expertise that they bring to bear, both in terms of sales, but also technically. Yeah. You know, they have a lot of application specialists now in their organizations. They are experts in terms of the customer's applications, but also, of course, our portfolio. Yeah. And they expand on our portfolio with other franchises which are complementary in order to provide an even wider supply to cover the customer's applications. And I think our solution partners from the factory automation perspective, they are our go-to-market in terms of delivering turnkey solutions. You know, they absolutely are experts in the delivery of the solutions, but also they carry so much in terms of the deep domain knowledge of industry, of various industries, of applications, of the application of our technology. But also, I think, of course, you know, they're experts in project delivery, you know, which is delivering it on budget, on time. Yeah. And, you know, so I can see as we go forward, you know, the use of more expert modules, you know, we already look at things like IoT, Edge, Energy Manager. We have partners who are experts in certain vertical markets. I'm thinking particularly around things like the food and beverage expert module. So going forward, I think, you know, we can only look to strengthen the community of partners. Yeah. I think, you know, we want to make much stronger connections between the different types of partners that are out there. Yeah. So from our distribution partners, our solution partners, technology partners, and I think we want to really create the, you know, that ecosystem, that community of partners, and from our perspective, I think, you know, we need to continue to improve the way in which we do sort of knowledge transfer around our portfolio to enable them to to go out and build solutions around our technology. And I think the partner portals that are available are a great start. And I think we're going to continue to develop those. And I think overall, we just need to work closer with the entire ecosystem of partners in order that we can collectively grow.
Yeah, I mean, that to me is just music to my ears. It's something I've been pushing for a number of years around value and collaboration, which is the two key parts of it. So, Simon, time has flown by again. I thank you for your support and being our fifth guest. So I hope you enjoy listening to our Fifth Partner podcast. Stay tuned for future episodes. We would love it if you could like, share and promote this podcast. My name's Mark Gutteridge. Goodbye and stay safe.